Alright, welcome back to Realms of Pixel, and I'm hit level 195. I feel that the Astro Boy event has been over for a while now. There's new events coming up, and I think this splash screen will probably go away and be replaced with something else really soon. But to get into it, this will be a big, long one because I finally hit 195, and I'm literally 5 levels from cap. Cap level is 200. I'm going to go through a lot of different things, and I think first though, just to hit the Noctra event, how do you deal with the Supreme Heroes? How do you pick them? How do you level them? How do you diffuse them? How do you do all that kind of stuff with it? So my first take since the Noctra event is up and running, and we only have 5 days or 6 days left. Oops. As I was saying, we only have 5 days left to get your copies of Noctra in. I've been testing with her as of yesterday. I've got a few copies of her. She's only level... Actually, let's review Noctra. Let's go to the Supreme Hero Noctra. So I only have her at level 12 or 315, 12 stars. The biggest thing here is to go over her abilities, and the 5th ability here is the one that you fuse your character with. So if you click on that, you'll get the fuse screen. Now I've fused Christy with Noctra. Now you can have any character that's full star level fuse with your Supreme Hero. It doesn't have to be a particular hero, and they don't even need to have the anything on them like armor, star marks, artifact, nothing. You can strip them all of that. You can also strip them of all their awakening levels. They just need to be 5 to 13 stars, a mythic hero, and I prefer light and dark is best because you get the full bonuses. And what I mean by that is, if I look at the fusion preview, if you use a spectrum hero, which is light or dark, you end up getting the full stats, the attack of 80,000, 12%, a lot of HP, and HP at 12%. If you look at the trifecta here, which is the color heroes, blue, red, and green, your bonuses at 13 star are a little more than half, but definitely a noticeable difference. So if you're going to fuse characters with your Supreme Heroes, try and get a light or dark character to 13 star, level 350, but you don't have to worry about awakenings, gear, star marks, artifacts, none of that. And I'll show you what I did with one of my characters. Now Christy, I just fused her yesterday, so I haven't taken away her awakenings, but I did remove all the equipment. As you can tell, everything's been wiped clean, and the only thing I need to do is go to the awakenings and reset the awakenings here and get those materials back so I can reuse in either my Supreme Hero that I'm leveling up or another character that comes down the road. One of my first characters that I fused was with Yelena, and I fused Skullgall with her. Again, it doesn't matter what character you use to fuse with her, but you make sure you want to get the maximum bonus. She is 350, but I've stripped her of everything. And just to show you that, if I go to Skullgall, you'll see that, where is she now? Here she is, right, new skin. You'll see that she's level 350, she's fused, and if you look at the equipment, stripped clean, awakenings, level 1, there's no awakenings on this character whatsoever. And I do have the outfit, which is a little late in the game to get a new outfit for her, but you do get a bonus by using that outfit. You get outfit bonus to all deployed heroes. So I guess I could segue into outfits. Collecting the outfits give your team bonuses whether you have that character or not, or whether it's equipped or not. The outfit bonus to all deployed heroes is marginal, but if you have like 20 of these outfits, that could be a 20% attack increase, HP and all that stuff. So it adds up over time, and if you equip it, you get these different bonuses on the equipped outfit with that character that is part of your team. Anyways, getting back to the Supreme Hero, so I've been building Noctra out.
You're looking at me like that.
I've got her at level 315. That's 12 stars. I have her awakenings at, I guess, the first one, so level 4. I don't have her much in her awakenings, but the equipment for Supreme Heroes, they get these arsenal weapons. With Noctra, you have the quad rows. The only thing that quantifies you to get all the abilities of the arsenal weapon is resources that you apply to them. So I have this one at, wow, I didn't even realize I have it at T16. I thought it was lower than that, but I must have got it up there. And it's level dependent. So the next time I can enhance the arsenal weapon is when I get 13 star. Hopefully by the end of this event I can roll and get 2 more copies and get her to the, start 13 star and then enhance the arsenal. But the arsenal, which you get as you get those resources and you put them into your arsenal weapon, you get all these abilities. Now I'm at T16, so that means I get the T12 abilities, which is T12 is really the sweet spot. When you want to deploy a Supreme Hero to replace a Mythic, generally 12 star, 13 star with T12 is the sweet spot to replace out that Mythic character. And then with Mythic character, you can strip that character of armor, star marks and everything, and then put those on your Supreme Hero, reuse that resources and tweak them for that character. So it's not a huge uplift. Everyone thinks it's a really huge uplift to go to a Supreme Hero, but if you have, you gotta remember you can reuse a lot of the resources from the hero that gets fused in it, and I think some people may not realize that. By the time you get to T30, you'll get a new special effect on the Supreme Hero Arsenal weapon, and you will have all these abilities up to level 4. Adds quite a bit of extra abilities and features to the character. Now, the way I think of a Supreme Hero is they're about, when a Supreme Hero is midpoint, they're worth about 2 times a good Mythic character in the way of how it'll impact your team in a positive way. A fully decked out Supreme Hero is equivalent to 3 Mythic characters rolled into that one Supreme Hero. The way I feel about it anyways, because you put a lot into it, you probably spend some money to get some copies, you're hoping it's worth it if you're here for the long haul. If it's a Supreme Hero that's not a collaborative unit, you know it's going to rerun, so it may take you a few months to max them out, maybe even a full year, because this game's all about the long haul and building your teams and building your characters and your guilds and all that. So it's not a short game. I mean, you can jump into the game really quick and play, but it really is a long haul game that compounds on what you put into it, whether you're free to play or you pay some to play, right? It's a compounding thing, much like RSPs and interest. Your team and your resources and everything compounds over time. So the longer you put into it, whether it's 5, 10 minutes, an hour, 2 hours a day, you see the results on the long haul. So that is the arsenal weapon she has. Now, I've had a chance to finally move the artifact to her that makes the most sense. I'm playing around with the star marks and her armor. I pulled from Christie and put them on. I may want to, have a complete set of the healing armor or HP armor, and you can see the stats that you get from that. Although with a 10% chance to heal by 12% max HP when attacked, that's a really low percentage. So that's why I kind of split it, 2 of the attack armor and 2 of the holy armor. So you get a blending of 2 abilities all the time. Gain 10% attack and 10% crit in battle. It's always active. And the other side is 10% chance to gain, 100% damage for 1 turn on crit. That's great, but that's a lot of modifiers, low chance modifiers to actually hit that. So that's why I split the armor up. Now, startup, again, you don't need as many copies to get the character to 13 star. Once you hit, I guess it's a 10, I guess 11, it starts taking 2 copies to get them over. But I didn't find it as bad to get this character up that way. Now, Awakenings, again, I barely touched the Awakenings, and she is more effective than, say, Christy, who I fused her with, than on my team anyways. I do have the skin for her. Like I said, I get the skins because it's crit chance 2% attack, 3% HP, 3%. That's a pretty good bonus for this character, and then also it adds to the overall pool of bonuses for outfits you own for the characters. For the Supreme Heroes, again, what other tips and tricks do I have for them? I guess concentrate on getting copies, because all the Supreme Heroes, no matter which Supreme Hero you get, the resources to grow your arsenal or upgrade your arsenal are all the same. So you know there's going to be a lot more Supreme Heroes coming down the pipeline over the year. So you can always pick up these resources as you go, and I wouldn't prioritize them or really spend any money on the resources unless you want to fast track getting that arsenal up to T12 or beyond. But you can get those resources in all the shops on the events. So if I go to her event, for instance, if you look at the limited time shop, you're looking at these iron, flame irons, and sky stones. Well, they call them different things, but really it's the same resources that all the Supreme Heroes use. So as you do even the startup plans or flash sales, you'll see that there is these that come up. They're in the store, and then a startup plan, you're going to see a lot of startup plan stuff in here where you're going to see 8. So I fast track getting that to T12 or T16 now. So I do spend a bit, and on the spending a bit with the characters, probably, this year, what is it? We're in January, February, March, April. We're getting into May, so 4 or 5 months in, I probably spent about $900 on the game. So over, 900 divided by, 4 or 5 months, that's kind of my hobby-ish spend for the game, and leveling up the characters and stuff. Just to give you kind of a baseline. And that's if you want to fast track that character to make them usable. Otherwise now I have her at, again, 315, 12 star. I'm just going to do the rolls now, and go with the flow. I don't think I will really spend anything more on her if I don't have to. I'm hoping to get at least 2 more copies or 3 more copies by the end of the event, so I can get 1 more awakening level and get her to 13 star. That would be ideal. You can see I have fused quite a few characters with my Supreme Heroes. Really, Zenith and Christy were the hardest ones to kind of put into fusion with my Supreme Heroes, because they're just really good characters, and you really got to make sure that your Supreme Hero is going to do better for you and your team. Pluto, I was on the fence for Pluto, but turns out Pluto is actually really good paired with Astro. There's quite a big bonuses there. I fused Zenith with Pluto to get all the abilities, and cleared out all the equipment and resources on Zenith so I could reuse them on Pluto to get him up to where he is today. I don't know if there will be a rerun on him. He is a collaborative event. I really hope there is a rerun. I fell short on getting it up there, and I didn't really want to spend the money to max him out. I concentrated on Astro Boy for good or bad. That's the character I wanted to max out, and I did. But Zenith, I've got a little bit ways to go. I got to get him to 5 star or level 15, which is 425. And then the Awakenings, I'm very shy on the way. I don't have, well, actually, I didn't do too bad on the Awakenings. What about 19 out of 30? More than halfway. That's not bad. And then the Arsenal, I think I did better on the Arsenal. I got T20 out of 30. No, I don't need to see that. That's not what I wanted. I think it was the details. So T20. Oh yeah, I wanted to get him to T20 and get that 3rd set. And then this is what's missing. So hopefully I can get him to level 425 and T30 at some point in time in the future. But he still exceeds that of a mythic hero the one that he replaced, which is Zenith, which is, you know, bigger shoes to fill, but he's working. He's doing good. He's worth it in the end. That is my quick guide on the Supreme Heroes. Just trying to think if there's anything else to talk about with the Supreme Heroes. Let's see. Stats, equipment. I mean, equipment, you can look at the top, you know, 5 characters in Sky Battle for PvP, and you get a sense of the equipment that people are connecting with the Supreme Heroes, the Star Marks, the Moonstones, the artifacts. You're going to get a mixed results with you on what people put for the characters, but you will get an idea of which ones you should gravitate to and which ones you should stay away from. Awakening on this one, I actually did max this character out, and we have the outfit. However, with the outfit, I've equipped the outfit, but I like to use on the avatar switch, I like to use the flame avatar for this character. So you can do that with them. And that's one of the newer things too, is you can do an avatar switch. So no matter what outfit you have connected, you can switch the avatar so it's the one that you want. Again, the outfit shop, this is where you want to make the most of your outfits when you collect these puzzle pieces. I've been collecting these puzzle pieces. I guess I've been playing the game for about, what, a year and a half. So I've had a lot of these puzzle pieces, and I ended up getting them when I can, and getting some of the skins to enhance the team. Invitation codes. Yeah, I've got a few people that were on this. Don't know how many of these guys are doing that. I don't think many of them are stuck to the game as much. They seem to be pretty low level still, but nice to give that a try. It's a long haul game. It's not really short term. And you can be short term, but if you play it just for short term, you're not going to get much out of it. Especially with all the mini games and all the events that occur over the year. I mean, obviously at level 195, a lot of it has become, some of the events have become repetitive. Some of it is new. I'm waiting for some refresh content. The Supreme Heroes were welcome. The Astro Boy event was great. The Payne Park event for Noctra is decent. Some overlap or repetitive stuff from past ones. But the overall, I'm still having fun and enjoying it. And at 195, I'm 5 levels away from 200. And we'll see how that goes. Now, in 10 minutes from now, there's going to be the Sky Battles and the Guild War. And I'll get back to that and kind of drop that into that video, because I have Noctra in the team. So I want to see how Noctra does with my team on the upcoming Sky Battles and the Guild Wars, or the Lion War. See how it does. What do we have here? Monthly, nothing. What else about Supreme Heroes? If I can think of anything else, I'll throw it in there. Yeah, which event? Oh yeah, the event I was going to show you. So one of the events that we look forward to year over year is the Jurassic realm. And right now, we're quite a ways through it. I don't have any dice or anything going on right now. I don't have any adventure packs. Nope. Catalog. Anybody have any assistance? Nope. It's all clear and clean from our side of the view. Realm shop. I've collected a lot of the stuff. It's completely sold out. I bought everything. With the tokens you earn in the game when you go through this. We're also at the highest level floor, 50. So, you know, maximum floor is reached. We're just going to go through this and try and finish this event off. If I show you my formation right now, this is kind of the characters that I've got resources to level up, and these are the characters I maxed out to use in our team battles.
As your devoted maid, I'll be keeping a close eye.
Let's get her awakening up. Nope, that's about it. So that's it for that one. I got some guardians. Oh, I can level her up a bit. Great. That'll help. Oh, nothing else there. Don't there's any more guardians. No. Vehicles. And this is all supporting stuff. So much like the regular game you play, this is a mini game inside the regular game where you use these points and go through the board and you build up your characters for resource prizes and fame. Right now our squad looks like this. Got a good strong squad here. We're rank 2 overall right now. I like to think we're doing pretty good. However, let's take a look at the schedule. We're looking at ends after 8 days. Our preparation has ended. The Avian Priest has ended, and again the Dragon Lord is 8 days. So we're more than halfway through this event. And on the let's see the leaderboard. I'm ranking 2nd, almost 1st. I'm not sure if I can beat Newt out, but you know, 2nd place is not bad. We'll see. Team, overall team on the preparation phase, we're ranking 2nd. Not too bad. The priest damage ranking 4. I wonder if I can pick that up a bit, but I'm 4th right now. Priest arena, I'm way the hell down there. Dragon King damage, 69. Yeah, way down there. I've got to see if I can work on doing better there, but there's a lot more players in the top 100 that are, you know, they're level 200 and they've just probably know this event better than I do. Dragon Lord leaderboard settlement count 3 days. We'll see if I can raise that. I just don't know. This one's over. So if we go to the Dragon Lord. So right now the stat bonus is dark and blue on my team 1. Half dark, half light. Team 2 is blue, red, and green, 2 of each. Maybe I didn't get some of the better characters for this, but I have what I have, and I'll just keep plugging away and seeing if I can do better. I mean, my team score isn't too bad, but my damage is just not where I want it. 69. Let's see if I can just do it again. So you can rinse and repeat this as many times as you want because you're trying to get the highest damage score you can so you can rank on the leaderboard. Maybe you might get a random lucky event where you do some really high damage, and then that will be your score that your rank is based on. You generally use, you know, single high damage characters here to get your rank up. Playing with with the hand that I got dealt, and this is where I'm at. Well, that was low. Come on. Let's shuffle something around. Let's shuffle you two around. Maybe you two around. Not that it's going to make a difference. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But we'll trying to get some higher score. I'm trying to hit like 27 mark. 21. Yeah, I think I'm just stuck here. 23. No, still not enough to get me out, get me higher up. Anyways, that's typically what you want to do. What kind of damage are these guys doing compared to me? Holy crike. I'm not even close. Haven't heard of many of these characters. So yeah, I guess this is all the characters in the game. So yeah, pretty crazy. Yeah, where am I? I am... Hey, Chaos, you're right there. Cool. Guildmate Chaos, I believe. 506, so... Yeah, I gotta do a little bit better here. I don't know. I'll tweak it later and see how I do, but that's what you get. These are the rewards you get. Again, these are timed rewards. Last 30 days, you get a 5% increase on an HP and attack. Obviously, that's big, but then you get some resources here. That's cool. That's where we're at with the Dragon Lord in the Jurassic Realm event. And good luck to everybody out there. Sky Battle is up in 2 minutes, 3 minutes. 2 minutes, 49 seconds. So, where am I in my match? I placed 4th last time. That's server clash. I don't know how I... server ranking. Maintain the first spot. Server ranking, I come in and out of this. This round of characters, it's been a tougher battle, but I haven't been paying attention to it too much. But the match course that's happening, we don't know where we are placed yet. Alright, so I guess we'll wait until this event starts and we'll see where we get placed. Again, I'm number 4 there. My characters. Interesting, when I added Noctra here, I had to put Zahard in my support area, which is interesting. But Zahard is a great character, but on my team, if I duel, it's hard now to swap out characters. We're getting into like Moonshade and Zahard, and I guess it was Christy. I had to fuse Christy to Noctra to get Noctra in here, and yes, Noctra has overall been better for my team, but I miss, Christy, Zenith, and the other characters we had to replace with. But just fast forwarding it, there we go. Not bad. So when Polyarmor switched to using Noctra, I had a hard time trying to get a win out of him. Now that I've been building Noctra in the background, and I swapped her in a little earlier. Usually I would wait till she's 13 star or level 350 with at least half the awakenings. Decided to give it a try with where she is, and well, it worked out. For whatever reason, well, she's got good abilities, buffs, cleanses. Noctra's a pretty strong character, and with the fusing of Christy to her, I get all those abilities, and I got the arsenal up to T16, so not bad for first start. Alright, on to Sky Battles. 20 seconds. Sky Battles are the PvP play as you build and strategize and put your teams together. It's kind of an automated kind of PvP battle, and you place bets on who you think is going to win. So we have Jose and Sion Zoro. So who are we going to pick? You kind of look for, Moonshade. If they have a Moonshade, most likely that team's going to have an edge. You've got a Zahard in here. You've got some of the SPs in here. You've got this. I'm probably going to go with Jose, even though his combat power is a little bit less than, say, Sion Zoro. I think... this is kind of a split. He's got Astro Boy, where Jose does not. Zini. Tough pick. Christy. He's got Zenith. Yeah, this is kind of a split. That was Image saying hi to me. Image used to be in my guild, and we're always playing around. Let's see what my match is. That's not not even a fair fight, so I will go back here. I'm going to destroy that poor guy. Uh-oh. Oh, yes. So my team won. That's great. Now it's Masumi and Black Monarch. How did I do on my match? I know I won. That's good. Match course. Not updated yet. Let's see. On this one. Oh, yeah. I'm definitely going to go here. We've got Moonshade. We've got Astro Boy. We've got more modern characters. Christy. Yeah, I think Masamu was going to destroy him. Anyways, that's kind of the gist of Sky Battle. Alright, so the Sky Battle is over. Leaderboard, where I placed 8 for some reason. I beat everybody in my rounds, but that's just the way it goes. The battle report. I won all my battles. It's a good sign that Noctra is working. However, I don't think any of my fights were... Yeah, my combat power is way too high. And so that shouldn't really even matter. But what I wanted to get out of this was the match course to see where I land with these guys. Let's see. Oh, Puff, he's in our guild. Image, Kazumi. Oh, I'm in this round. So my biggest fight here is going to be Image. Image, who's the same level as me, 195 now. I believe he's much higher combat power than me, but let's go find him. Leaderboard, where is Image? Maybe he's not in this round here. I don't see him. So let's go into the server rankings. Nope. No, he won't be here either. Let's go back to Sky Battles leaderboard. Actually, I know where he is. Let's go in guilds. He's going to be in true display. So if I go here, this is our biggest competition in the servers right now. Is this guild here? Oh, Image, different Image. That Image was level 95. This Image is the Image I was thinking of, who's level 200. He's literally 100 million higher than me. I've recently added Noctra. Let's give this one a fight, because this will give you an idea of Noctra's abilities against somebody I'm hitting way above my belt. Before Noctra, I would probably beat Image 1 out of every 4 or 3 fights. With Noctra, I'm finding I'm probably winning every second fight. It's kind of 50-50. Even with 100 million combat power more than me, I'm still I'm having more weight. I can hit way above my weight. I've actually been winning battles with people from 100 to 150 million more combat power than me. Mostly with classic mythic characters, with ones that don't have, say, Noctra, or the only have 1 or 2 supreme heroes. I'm finding I'm able to hit above my weight class there, and that just speaks to the supreme heroes being worth 2 or 3 mythics rolled into one. Uh-oh. Down to our last few. I don't think I'm going to win this one. Let's fast forward this one. Oh, I did win in the end. Crazy, right? That was... let's just do a couple more. Now, we both kind of died on that one. So that was 1 win, 1 loss. Oh, lost. Tough fights. Destroyed him there, so I won that one. See, it's kind of been 1 for 1. He wins 1, I win 1. He wins 1, I win 1. It's kind of goes back and forth on that, but I think I kind of pull ahead. Yeah, so I won 2 in a row now. So 3 in a row. So I'm trending in the direction of beating him more often than not. Next up will be the Lion War in 29 minutes. Alright, so testing just PvE, just doing my character. I got a couple of records in a row or new on this challenge, and I'm just trying to see with Noctra in there, am I actually doing better in damage? Looks like I am than what I had with Christy in there. So just going to do a few and see how I do. So I'm kind of sizzling around 2 on 8. 2 and 8 again. It's kind of been my top damage with the current team, and that's with Pluto in there. Then what I'll do, I'll swap out Pluto with Zahard and see if I can push beyond that damage cap that I, or that top damage I've done. So far, no. Right now it's time to swap him in. Notice my comp power's gone up a bit. There's the new record. So yes, if I put Zahard in, I'm doing more damage for sure. I'm finding if I set up this for PvE, this is where I do the most damage in PvE. Another new record. But if I do PvP, I need to have Pluto in there and put Zahard as support. And that's kind of the balance between the teams right now is... or the balance between PvE and PvP is swapping Zahard with Pluto seems to get me the best results with either side. It looks like that's probably my new cap damage. Is the... yeah, 247, that's my cap damage. Alright. So we'll leave that out. And that's just a quick PvE test to make sure that your new characters are performing correctly. The other the other PvE test is in the Dreamland here. You can challenge these guys. Now I wasn't able to get past 184. Now with Noctra in there, I've been able to push to 185. Now if I push 186, we'll see how I do. I'll let this run in the background and check on it a little bit later, but definitely this team composition is allowing me to move further in this mini game on the PvE side. You notice the power of the NPC team? Way above what I've got. But with my character composition, buffs, debuff, cleanses, Noctra's bonuses, and whatnot, we'll see how I do. I probably should lose this pretty badly. So far it looks like that's the case. Moonshade's been a clincher for getting past these PvE rounds, and even in PvP. Her just dots have been impressive. A lot of debuffs on these guys. I've got a lot of beneficial buffs. That's what makes the difference here. In the PvE is buff stacking and debuff stacking on the enemies. This is how you beat the PvE's battles. Yeah, those dots, poison stacks are just brutal. Yeah, those buffs are insane. That's 19 buffs on Pluto alone, and he's overhealed for extra damage absorption. That's pretty stacked. Mounted debuffs are insane. That's a lot of debuffs on the enemy. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Alright, that was wave 1. I'll come back and see how we do. Yeah, just for the match course for the Lion War Guild Wars, we're up here. I think our biggest competition here is going to be ClubDasWinx as usual. Hunters is fairly strong, but we've been able to beat them time and time again. Unranked again, they're coming up. They're a good guild, but I really think ClubDasWinx is the only real challenge in this side of the fence. On the other side of the fence, True Display, it's just so... they're like double the guild combat power than any other guild, including our own. They typically take first slot for now. As we grow our guild, we'll see if we can change that. But for now, it looks like we'll probably take second place. Unless ClubDasWinx or another guild has scaled up and comes from behind and surprises us, we'll see. But I think if I was to make a prediction, I'd say True Display will be first, RedRibbonArmy will be second, and all right, checking in at wave 6 now. In this, I'm blowing through. All the characters are still maintained. I don't have my support character in there yet. So again, we're getting through onto wave 7, and we'll come back to that. But right now, we are getting back to the Guild War. I think there's a few minutes left in the guessing. 2 minutes and 20 seconds. All right. All right. Back to the Lion Wars or Guild Wars. Let's see where we place today. Testing out Noctra in my Guild Wars team composition. We'll see how that goes. So first up, Unranked versus Mythos. We already know Unranked's probably going to win. Now on the match course, we're going up against Shrimp Rider. I don't think we've come across them before, but out of this whole pick, my competition really is ClubDasWinx when we get to the next final rounds, which will be determined by these ones. So that's my bet. Yeah, they just beat them bad. Good battle. Unranked beat Mythos. Next up. Fallen Angel or Soul. Well, we know Soul's going to take this. Oh, this is actually closer than I thought. Now they're at a tie, and Soul's pulling ahead. Yeah, okay. Looks like they put their heavy hitters near the rear of the lineup. Ah, Fallen Angel, good effort. And as you can see here, Red Ribbon. I'll play that really quick against Shrimp Riders. Yeah, we're just gonna destroy them. Sorry, Shrimp Riders. Not a chance. Just destroyed them. And we're going to be up with ClubDasWinx next. And that's going to be... Oh, actually, we're going up against Hunters. And then ClubDasWinx. So RedRibbonArmy, us versus ClubDasWinx. Wow, we've really increased our power. We're getting our power's increasing. Not quite where True Display is, not even close, but we're getting there. Wow, we're getting like 100% of the nods to winning this. That's a first. lots of support from the realm and the servers. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I think in this realm, after those mergers a few months or a month or so ago, we've really solidified that second place after True Display. Unless, of course, we go up against True Display in the roster, then we fall to third place, and that's just how the cookie crumbles. But if we're not, if True Display is not in our match heat, like on this side, if we're not up against them, that's what I mean. But if we're falling somewhere in here, we could get knocked out or third place. Just like Nova Imperium or Soul or any other ones, ClubDasWinx or whoever, if they're up against True Display, that's pretty much, right now, it's just the way it's going to be. So we're evenly matched here, for the most part. $16.15, wow. Take a look at the match course. So we are going against True Display, which we will not win, but we will at least attain second place in this round of Lion War. And third and fourth place, ClubDasWinx versus Soul. ClubDasWinx most likely will take third place. So it'll be True Display, Red Ribbon, and then ClubDasWinx. So I am going to go... Last time I think Soul won. This is a split. Or actually, I think I supported Soul last time and ClubDasWinx beat them. So I'm curious to see where Soul and ClubDasWinx end up with character-wise, because we were 0 and 3 with ClubDasWinx, so we had 3 characters left when we beat them. Let's see how Soul... I don't think Soul's going to be that good. We'll see. No, it's getting close. Three and 1. There you go. 3 and 0. Yeah, ClubDasWinx. Nice. Now it's going to be for first and second place between us and True Display. Alright, so notice the discrepancy in combat power. We're talking huge delta in combat power. So I'll support True Display. I want the points so I can get the resources to build my team. It's not that I want to support True Display, but Image is on there and he's used to be a guildie of ours, and why not? Buckle up. That's the way it goes. 16-0. Right, back to the endless journey. Dreamland. I got past the 186. And now we're going to challenge the next round, 187, and see how that does. But having been able, with Noctra added to the team, I was able to complete the last two, where when Noctra wasn't on my team, I couldn't get past those points. So making a difference.